Next up is the model, where you take those interventions and build them into the most effective machine for impact at scale that you possibly can.
Okay, so this is like the systematic machine that makes the interventions happen, that makes our big idea work.
Imagine that this thing you're doing in Bali, you go over to Sumatra, to green fields, and you start it there. Take me through the steps that you would do. Some people like the visual of a flow chart, if this, then this, then this, then this. Other people just like a list of activities that they would go in and somehow do in a place. You've got a whole bunch of interventions. Some of them you've listed twice for different behaviors, right? But you've got this whole list of stuff that has to be done. And then you've got your big idea sitting at the top, and you need to bounce it back and forth a little bit and say, hey, does my big idea still capture, do these interventions still somehow come under that? Do they fit that anymore? And stepping back from all those interventions that I now believe have to happen, can I start to see a stepwise process, a systematic process that could efficiently deliver them?
For Inyanyeri, the model is deceptively simple. Build a business that gets stoves and fuel to customers.
You're trying to think of a systematic, replicable set of activities that you can do again and again and again and iterate on. But this is the thing you're going to try to take to scale, is this model. So a good model is a systematic process that can adapt to a broad range of settings. So built into a good model is that adaptability. Try to find the fewest number of steps that get you all the way from A to B, all the way to your outcome, but actually connect all the dots all the way to outcome. And that's probably the best general approach.
So if you're wondering if this is hard, yes, it really is. Like Kevin's just all, hey, go and make a model that works, good luck. Yes, it's hard, and most models start big and messy and then get tighter and more streamlined the more you iterate on them.
You know, for people who are more experienced, it's at least based on what you're already doing, but now it has some tweaks to it. And so now you got to see how it works in the real world and measure the right things. Once you have a model, you can start to design a strategy for getting it into play and create a plan for getting it into play. Once you have a plan, you understand what functions you need. And when you understand what functions you need, you start understanding what people you have to hire. And you can look at those functions and say, well, at this scale, I have the bandwidth and know how to do a third of those, so I got to make sure that I get people to do the others. Or you realize there's core skills that you have no idea how to do, and you're going to have to hire them in. Until you know what you're going to set out to do, you don't know what kind of organization you have to build to deliver it. Your first go at it is your 1.0, and you're going to be iterating on that as you learn more and more about what works.